Okay, welcome back. Just wanted to do a follow-up video on this videotape High Plains Drifter, which in fact is the film Face to Face, or Faccia to Faccia, or Faccia to Faccia, whatever way you pronounce it in Italian, starring Gian Maria Volante, or Volante, or the guy from Fistful of Dollars, or A Few Dollars More, one of them. See, I'm very knowledgeable on these things. But you know the guy. You know the guy. That guy being held up. The guy that Clint Eastwood says, "You gotta aim for the heart, Ramon." Is his name Ramon? I don't know. They're all called something like that. Ramon or Paco or Tuco. Anyway, so yeah. The tape, I got it playing as good as I can get it playing. It's cleaned up nice. You can see the tape there. It's nice and clean. And I've tried lubricating the tape so it's not binding. It just seems that in the machines I've got, the rubber bands need replacing, because any sort of tension, it sort of, the tracking goes a bit wonky. But it works. On the back, you may see running time of 113 minutes approximately. It's more like a cut down 90-minute version on the tape. The DVD has the English and the Italian version on it. Has the English version running at 93 minutes there, and the Italian version at 112. It's from Region 1, Kino Lorba. It's a bloody good film. One of the better ones, I'd say, in my opinion. I haven't watched a hell of a lot of westerns in my time. I mean, I could probably tell you Fistful of Dollars, A Few Dollars More, Good, the Bad and the Ugly. I've seen A Fistful of Dynamite. I've recently seen this, Once Upon a Time in the West. Yet to see Once Upon a Time in America. I think I've seen it before with Robert De Niro, James Woods. That's one I want to check out again soon. Watched this one for the first time last night. And this is a wacky one. I'll come back to that in a minute. But I watched a couple there today on YouTube. I can't remember the names of them. I'm watching some Django Ghost thing at the moment on a bit of a Western tip. And there's loads of them to watch on YouTube. But I think this one is one of the better ones. And the parts that were cut out of the UK version are very telling. Maybe they cut them down to save time, to keep the story going, to keep the action going, or maybe they were just a little bit too political. I don't really want to spoil the film if you haven't seen it, but it's basically sort of the juxtaposition between good and bad, and what we perceive as good and what we perceive as bad. This character here at the start, he's a professor, educated man, and we've got this guy here who's the bandit. And throughout the film, their roles sort of change or reverse. And there's a very good bit where he's sort of discussing the history of violence and the philosophy of violence. That's quite cool. Back in those days, you just took what you wanted. If you wanted a woman, you just plucked it from the trees like Pretty Polly. And yeah, I think it's a really good film. I think a lot of people maybe not have seen this one, maybe they have, I don't know. Ennio Morricone done the music, as he did for a lot of the Clint Eastwood films, as I mentioned, and he also done the soundtrack to this film, which a lot of people rate as a classic. It's a collector's edition here, and I watched the film a couple of nights ago, starring Claudia, as you can read there, Cardinelli, Henry Fonda, Jason Robards, and Charles Bronson. And I watched all the extras, and it did make me appreciate the film more, which sort of leads on to another topic of what's better, having the physical media or streaming online. Well, for one thing, you don't get the extras online unless you search them out on YouTube. But yeah, the documentaries on this were very good and give me a bit of a better understanding why this is such a I don't like to use the word masterpiece, but a lot of people do use that. How it's kind of like a love letter to the old films. A lot of the landscape that was filmed in films like Stagecoach and those sort of films is replicated here, and specifically sought out, and the locations and the music was written before the film, I think, and it was sort of cut towards the music, or certain parts were. And I did enjoy the film. I did think it was very long. I mean, it's going on for about 3 hours. What's the running time here? 159 minutes. And I think, a lot of people will say it's a masterpiece because of the way it was shot, the way the shots are set up, and the close-ups, which we get in a lot of the earlier films like The Good, the Bad and the Ugly and Fistful of Dollars. And I think those films I prefer more, just because even The Good, the Bad and the Ugly is quite a long film, but I think there's more going on, there's more humour, whereas in this film it's very drawn out. It's a very short. It could have been shortened a lot and still made a big impact. But for people that like it as it is, I can see why. It's the landscapes, and they do tell a story, and it is a really nice shot film. The score, I didn't really. The score really didn't do that much for me. The bit at the start of the film where it's quite silent, and the way the natural sounds are making up the score is pretty cool. And I say this set is a nice set. I only paid a couple of quid for it. And Henry Fonda there, who is usually portrayed as the good guy in this film, spoiler if you haven't seen it like me till recently, is the bad guy. And interesting fact was that he went to set with like a fake mustache and contact lenses to make his eyes look brown, and the director was like, no, I want your baby blues. I want that's who people they recognize me. I want to see that look. And he has got a very well, he did have a very bony mean looking face, even though he portrayed the good guy in most of his career. So you've got Jason Robards there, and of course Charles Bronson. And Charles Bronson, he's a good actor, and he played a good role in this film. Nothing, I can't say anything bad against him, but it just, again, it was very slow, and it's not a film that I'm gonna rush to go and watch again. This, on the other hand, is a bloody crazy film. I don't know if I'd watch the whole film again, but there's certain parts of this film that are hilarious, and that is down to Marlon Brando. He just went, he just went full loony in this film. I don't know if that was his suggestion or that was the character that he was supposed to play, but something tells me some of those outfit changes were down to him, just his own personal wardrobe. It just very wacky, very crazy. So I've been watching a few on YouTube, and the spaghetti films are. They made so many of them. I didn't realise there was so many of them out there. I was very limited in my knowledge to what, just the Clint Eastwood ones really, and they're the ones I grew up with, and they're the ones I love. So maybe I've got more of a fondness to those. So something like this, maybe in time I'll come to appreciate it more and say I was wrong. But yeah, I think it was a bit long, bit self-indulgent. I much more enjoyed this one, Face to Face, and The Missouri Breaks was a different kind of Western. Yeah. So yeah, that's just my thoughts. Tell me what you think. Any other good spaghetti westerns to check out? I've got Django and I've got a few others. There's quite a few on YouTube to watch for free. I've got one here I just spotted in my collection that I've seen before. Will Ferrell in Casa de Mi Padre. So yeah, I'll give that a go as well. I have seen it before, a long time ago. So yeah, I'll give that a go. I do like anything. I mean, things like what's the one with Liam Neeson and Pierce Brosnan? That one. I talked about that recently, and I do enjoy that film. Can't remember what it's called. 3:10 to Yuma is also a good one with Russell Crowe. So yeah, I mean, I have got some John Wayne films dotted around as well. So yeah, I've got quite a lot of westerns in my collection, which I didn't really. I just pick up stuff all the time and just looking to see if there's anything else that I can just quickly show in this video. Nothing's jumping out at me. So yeah, I think I'll leave it there. But yeah, The Revenant, I can see that's up there as well. That wasn't a bad film. But yeah, is any that you think I should check out? Westworld I've got as well. That is one of my favourites. I do like that with Yul Brynner and Josh Brolin. Is it Josh Brolin? Is it Josh? James. Josh is the son, isn't it? So yeah, this is a nice one. So yeah, any you think I should check out? Any of these ones you've seen, you enjoyed? Get a little collection together there. Oh, it's fell over. For the thumbnail. Oh, what do you think of my thumbnails that I've been making recently? I'm just getting creative and getting silly with it. See, there's the thumbnail. I'll figure up something, throw a few cowboys into the mix. Alright, take it easy. And Vayas conmigo. What is it? What they say in Spanish? I can't remember. But I'll see you again sometime round this way, partner. Take it easy.